Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Michelle Flawless. So today I'm going to be talking about things that are not like right in the world. Um, yeah, the surface tension all over the world at the moment is starting to build up, isn't it? Um, I'm so sorry to hear how the people on the other side of the world are dying because of earthquakes. There's been quite a lot of seismic activity recently, hasn't there, on the other side of the world? Now you're probably going to ask like why that is. Well, it doesn't help when Putin is basically drilling massive, great big huge borehole right into the Earth's crust, but does it? No, it doesn't. He's been doing that now for years, and it's like, why would you want to do that? Putin gave us coronavirus, and China did. Well, they say it was China, didn't they? But I very much doubt it. I think it was Putin all along. But we're living in very scary, turbulent times, guys, and I think in this day and age, we just need to like try and come together more and try and help each other rather than be against each other and fight each other. I think LGBT mostly is to blame for most of it. I think that half the world is gay, and people, especially the straight population, just want to live a normal life and now starting to push back and now starting to fight back. And I think that's like where the retaliation is starting to come in. Fair enough, people should have straight rights the same as gay rights. Gay people do, but they don't. And that's wrong. I think when it comes to like Trump, and I think when it comes to like him doing what he's done, I can understand why he's done it, but the reason why he did that is because he was forced to by Putin. He was forced to basically withdraw same-sex marriages, and well, he hasn't withdrawn same-sex marriages yet, but he kind of has, if you think about it. He's just told people to recognize a man and a woman, which is fair enough. But sadly, the LGBT gay ideology all over the years has obviously been accepted to the point where now it's got too much for people, got too much for children. You shouldn't be pushing that type of ideology onto children whatsoever. You know what I mean? I do feel sorry for all the children out there watching this that are either brought up and they just want to live a normal life and they don't want all this LGBT bullshit ideology pushed in people's faces. You know what I mean? And you can't say or do much anymore when it comes to speaking about LGBT because, like the devil, you are shut down. You are shut down. And we shouldn't be shut down. We should not be silenced. Straight people in the straight population should not be silenced. But that's what they have to do all over the years. Straight people have been silenced by the government. Do you know what I mean? They've been silenced by the government to keep quiet. And if they don't keep quiet, then, all hell breaks loose, basically. So yeah, sad, but very true. I don't like living in this day and age because you never know what's around the corner these days, you know what I mean? And I just wake up most days and I see notifications on my phone of earthquakes and, I'm subscribing from things like that, but like it just keeps popping up and you just think, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go again, you know what I mean? But yeah, when it comes to like LGBT, I think there's come a level over the years where there's acceptance, there's tolerance, and then there's just taking the piss. And I think unfortunately LGBT have suppressed that threshold, basically. They've reached their solar maximum, put it that way. And now the straight population are just like, do you know what? We are not putting up with this anymore. We are not listening to this anymore. We are not dealing with it anymore. And you got to think about it, guys. God put two people on this planet for a reason. He put a man and a woman together so they could reprocreate and they could bring something special to this world. But fair enough. We've got a man and a man that loves another man. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. That's love, isn't it? We've got a woman and a woman that love each other. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think when it first started off, when LGBT first started off, it was fine. It was like only half the population, or small population, that wanted to be gay. Now it's everybody. Now it's everybody. And it's like straight men these days will go on Grindr, go and get noshed off whilst the girlfriend's at work. Yeah. And been there, done that, got the t-shirt, not pleasant. But you know, it happens. And it's like, let's just say, the reason why we are in such turbulent times at the moment and facing a financial crisis, especially when it comes to like housing, cost of living, food and stuff. I wouldn't say all of LGBT, but it's the minority of LGBT because they have caused the inflation. You know, like it or not, they have. You know what I mean? They've pissed the government off. They've pissed people off. There's only so far you can push things. And there comes a day and age where the government say, look, right, enough's enough. And look what happened to Donald Trump. He nearly got sent to prison. You know what I mean? And I think, I'm not saying it was gay people that forced him into prison, but it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me one bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, Donald Trump back in the day was a lovely guy. He like approved gay marriage, didn't he, and everything like that. But yeah, 2 seconds, guys. But yeah, he allowed gay marriage, didn't he, years ago? But now it's all gone taboo, and now it's, you know, it's not good. It's not good. And to all the innocent gay men out there that do get beaten up now in America, then I do feel for you, because you shouldn't have to be living like that. But in a way, you only have yourself to blame. You know what I mean? There's only so much you can push onto the government or push onto Trump until he says, look, fuck off, enough's enough. Like, I think Trump's doing something right. He is protecting children. And I think that still should be something here they should enforce in the UK. They should maybe roll gay marriage back here in the UK. Well, not in the UK, but like, not in Scotland, but like in the UK maybe, because it's just getting too much. And there is no protection there for children at all. There's this gay couple that is on TikTok that have got 2 babies. Babies, bruv. Babies. Why do 2 full-grown men need 2 babies in a relationship? Think about it. Why? Why? To traumatize them? To brainwash them? Fair enough, to rescue them? No. And I can understand now why Trump has said no to gay marriage. It's just too much. You know what I mean? Fair enough, men want to be women. That's fair enough. That's their own choice. That's their own life. I ain't got a problem with that. But when it comes on to like children and babies, and they're pushing that shit onto babies, no. Big no-no. Big no-no. Like, when I was younger and I had a boyfriend for 9 years, I thought about eventually getting children with him, but then I saw the logical sense after I had the COVID vaccines. I was like, do you know what? No, fuck this. You don't need to bring a child up into that. Like, how traumatizing would that be for a child? Not only are you forcing them to live your lifestyle, but once they've been living with you for a while, they're going to pick things up, aren't they? And then when they're old enough, they probably might come out gay themselves. I was reading something quite recently in the news here in Scotland. There was this gay parents in Poland, that's it, in Poland. And they had 2 children. They've grown up now, teenagers. One of them's gay. Who do you think influenced that? You know, you just can't seem to get away from it these days. Gay this, gay that, gay. I've never seen so many fucking rainbow flags in Scotland since I've lived here for 5 years. And it's just getting more and more. Fair enough. The LGBT down here in Scotland is amazing. They have a massive following down here. I went to the Gay Pride March last year here in Scotland, and it was amazing. There was loads of people, but there was just too many people. And even the police, like, stood there with their arms crossed, like what's going on kind of thing. Like, there was holidaymakers booing. Oh yeah, there was like holidaymakers, mixed race holidaymakers that stood to the side of the Gay Pride and were booing the Pride. And there was children watching as well. I think where the LGBT has gone wrong is they've pushed it onto children. They should never push it onto children. They should never allow children into a gay marriage with a gay couple. I mean, I'm not saying LGBT people are dangerous near children, because they're not, most of them. Most of them could bring a child up way better than the average normal person. And do you know what I mean? But it's still not good. If you think about it, it's not good. You reckon a child's life, really. You reckon their education. They have to come home to two dads. A child at least deserves a mum. You know what I mean? A child does deserve a mum. I would hate that if I was younger, if I was like 17, 15, and I had two gay dads. You know what I mean? That would traumatise me. It really would. Like those COVID vaccinations that I've had like a few years ago, they broke me up. I'm gay, like I've said in previous videos. I'll always be gay. But what I've been through as a gay man, I don't even look at men anymore. You know what I mean? When you've been through a lot of abuse, when you've been through a lot of trauma in your life, especially as a gay man, when I was younger, not now, it kind of does affect you. You don't think of it affecting you, but it does affect you. You know what I mean? I would like to think like one day that I can have a boyfriend, I can be happy, I can have a loving husband. You know what I mean? But it's been 7 years, and LGBT in particular, they don't want like gay marriage or anything. Do you know what I mean? They don't want to be they don't want to be in relationships, and that's the thing I can't understand. Why is she taking the picture again of my house? 2 seconds, guys. Okay, now. So yeah, I think half the population, we have been deceived, we have been brainwashed by the devil. And then I know that sounds horrible and that's a bit scary, but it's actually true. You know what I mean? You see it with like songs these days, you know. You see it with like a lot of singer-songwriters. You know what I'm trying to say, don't you? Yeah, you do see it with a lot of songwriters that write a lot of songs, and like Taylor Swift, and her songs were very angelical. But also, I've been watching videos on YouTube where they say her music is very like puts you into a trance. Don't know if that's true, but like I have actually listened to some of her music, and it's like a bit like witchcraft. It does kind of put you on some kind of like, I'm not saying spell immediately, but it does do something to you. Do you know what I mean? It does do something to you. Yeah, I don't understand why, but music is amazing. It really is, and the technology that we've got these days is fantastic. But yeah, I've actually listened to a few Taylor songs before with my headphones. There was one that actually nearly made me fall asleep, and then there was another one. I mean, she's got an amazing voice. It's very angelical, and like people came all over the hills, didn't they? I saw that on the news as well. People that couldn't get into the stadium. There was like millions of people that just stood on the hills listening to her music. Now, if that's not a trance, if that's not demonic shit, if that's not, do you get me? Like, that's like trance, isn't it? If you think about it, that's putting 5 million people into a fucking trance just by singing. You know what I mean? She has got like a very deep, beautiful, angelical voice, Taylor Swift. But it's quite haunting, some of her music, don't you think? I do, I think so anyway. After what I've been reading. Katy Perry, Taylor Swift. Yeah. Pink's a good singer as well. 2 seconds, guys. She's doing my head in. That's what you do when you've got noisy neighbours. You have to use that treatment to shut them up. She sounds like a fucking elephant, she don't stop. She does my head in. Sorry about that. But yeah, when it comes to like, music, I stopped listening to some of the music of Taylor Swift because it's a bit like, makes you feel like, it's very trancey. It is trancey. It started off to be like, Taylor Swift's music was like, Shake It Off was good. Just shake it off, shake it off. Then she started like, I don't know, I think she got possessed by the demon from the gay LGBT and just got took over. I mean, look at Madonna. Madonna scares me, Like, I've watched Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star, we know he's a scary fucker, you know what I mean? He's like me in my makeup. He's like me with my makeup on at 2:30 in the morning, looking at myself in the mirror with a torch. You know what I mean? Jeffree Star's a scary fucker. Like, and a dangerous person. I reckon he's a danger to the beauty community because he forces his products onto stores. He's not happy. Like, I don't know if anyone saw it a few months ago back on TikTok, but Jeffree Star had a massive rant, didn't he, on TikTok because TikTok was going to be closed down by Trump, and he just went fucking ballistic. He just went mental, bruv. He just went mental. He went fucking ballistic. Like, he did. He started threatening people. He started going ballistic. And you're thinking, well, if you're a millionaire, why do you need money? That's the thing that pisses me off. Like, there's people like me that ain't millionaires. You know what I mean? Out on benefits and struggling and got learning disabilities. And you got Jeffree Star, that's a multi-millionaire. Yeah. And he's still getting gifts from people. But that's unfortunately where the world is going into decline. We've got basically like LGBT. Think of it as a little bit like the demon. Demon is sucking everything from people. You know what I mean? Sucking everything out of businesses, out of jobs, everything. Obviously, America is going to rise again, and that's great. That's fantastic news. I'm pleased for Trump. But I don't reckon it should have been influenced by Putin. I think it takes a lot to influence someone. And yeah, especially Putin. He's not a nice person, is he? You know what I mean? Just because Putin don't like gay people and he's racist and he wants to kill every single black person under the sun and nuke everywhere and bomb everywhere, do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean he has to take it out on the UK. I mean, what have the UK done? What has the UK done? Nothing apart from push gay rights and LGBT literature in people's faces. That's what I think it is. That's what Putin's angry about. He's not happy with the UK because we have way too much diversity here, inequality. That's it. He doesn't like that. He hates that. He hates equality. He hates diversity. He doesn't want it. You know what I mean? And that's fair enough. It's not for everyone. You know what I mean? Not everybody wants that in their lives, and they shouldn't be forced to accept it either. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's Putin for you, though, isn't it? I don't understand why Putin just went so fucking crazy and just went mental. He's got cancer, though, isn't he? I've been told recently Putin's got cancer. Yes, and he's dying slowly, unfortunately. Oh well. One less baddie in the world. So yeah, do I think we're very close to World War III? Oh yeah, we all know it's going to happen. You know what I mean? I went to hospital last week to check on my heart, to do my bloods, and I go there for an annual checkup. And yeah, she said to me, so she reckons it's going to come to World War III. You know what I mean? Even the nurse said to me in hospital, she was like, "That's probably what we need. We need a big reset." You know what I mean? I think there's way too many people out there taking advantage of the government, especially LGBT. You know what I mean? I don't. I'm loyal. I'm genuine. I've been on benefits since I've been a child and struggled most of my life. You know what I mean? Still willing to try and pick myself up some days, but I will hopefully get there one day. Just gotta stay strong. What else do I want to talk about? Nearly finished now. But yeah, we are in scary times. We're in revelation times, aren't we? We really are. Revelation. I think there's way too many men that want to become women. Big no-no. And that must be so scary for like straight men as well, that just want to date a normal woman. But now they're being overwhelmed and bombarded by all these beautiful men that are women. Don't you think that causes problems? Don't you think that causes confusion within society? Don't you think that causes confusion with kids? Yeah. A man can have surgery and have his vagina, put a penis turned inside out and make it into a vagina. But you're still defeating the object, you're defacing your body. You know what I mean? Even though, okay, you turn it, you look like a woman. You look like a woman. You know you were born with the same body that you were born in. You're defacing yourself. A bit like Jeffree Star. He defaced himself because of all the bullying, because he tried to kill himself when he was younger. Now he's worldwide multi-millionaire, and rich and famous because of it. I mean, hats off to him, fair enough. He was on the streets, weren't he, as well? So he's come quite far. I don't begrudge him for that. But I just think in this day and age, we just need to tread carefully more, especially with the LGBT. And we just need to slow things down a bit. We just need to step back a bit, because things have gone way and beyond. I don't know if anybody else out there agrees, but that's what I think. We've got Ladyboys here. Ladyboys of Bangkok here in Edinburgh. Yeah. That was here, not last year, year after. It was like here 2 years ago. Yeah. Then it was in Newcastle. Ladyboys of Bangkok. Yeah. Who do you think organised that? Well, possibly the paedophile ring and Satan. Yeah. It's the devil's work. Why do you think trans men and why do you think drag queens look so good the way they do, and they spend hours on end on their face, on their makeup and stuff? It's because it's like they've been overtook by something, haven't they? It's like It's like demonic devil shit, isn't it? I mean, they get their eyes so perfect. I mean, females do. But it's just like a drag queen. You look at a drag queen, don't you? And you're just like, wow. Like, that makeup really draws you in, doesn't it? But even though it draws you in, you need to say to yourself, whoa, stop. Go and get your cross. This is enough. This is dangerous. This is not healthy for me. You know what I mean? But no, we get drawn into it. We copy it. Half the world copies it, children copy it. Then we're all doomed, then we're all fucked. There's no empathy in the world anymore. Empathy is gone. Especially after all these COVID vaccinations, after all these lockdowns. It's made people very angry, very volatile. You know what I mean? I was watching a music video the other day. I was shocked to see a woman with a meat cleaver. And it's a woman singing about that, I'll try to think of what it's called. I'd know I'd kill you. Yeah, that's what it's called. I know I'd kill you. And there's this mixed race woman standing there with a meat cleaver and a gun. But who do we have to thank for that? Well, probably Jeffree Star. He started off with meat cleavers, didn't he? Don't you think that's a bit fucked up, guys, right? He does makeup. He's in the beauty industry. But he's selling mirrors as machetes. Yeah. He's selling, like, he does like these mirrors, doesn't he, in stars. That's nice, I like those. It gives out a very hostile message, doesn't it? Don't you think? Nobody fuck with Jeffree Star, because otherwise your head's going to come off. He knows what he's doing, Jeffree Star. He groomed a fan, didn't he? Years ago, when he was on stage. Like, apparently he groomed one of his fans backstage, and he got exposed for it. But then he paid this company loads of hush money to shut up about it. Why should they shut up about it? You know what I mean? And then he's calling James Charles a predator. Jeffree Star's as bad. Don't care what anyone says. I've watched documentaries on him. I've watched loads of things about Jeffree Star. He's extremely racist. Very racist. Yeah, but so can you be sometimes, Matthew? Yeah, I can. If a black person is nasty to me, then yeah, of course I'm going to be nasty back. Not going to lie. An eye for an eye. But yeah, I hope everybody else out there watching this as well. And I just think the world just needs to come together more, and we just need to start working more as nations rather than against each other. And it all seems to be about greed and money, doesn't it, these days as well? Don't you think? Everything's built up on the foundation of money. Everything. Like, money, 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 money. Money makes the world go round. But that's another thing, like, I think where the world's gone wrong. It's all about pure greed these days. All about greed. No empathy, no care, no love, no affection. I had to 2 seconds, guys. I had to literally I had to unfriend this animal group off my Facebook because it was just too bad. I didn't like watching it. It was just awful. Just awful. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully one day the world can find world peace.